Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of Out of the Park Baseball 23 with the Oakland Athletics. We're 20-10 through the month of April. Our pitching staff is everything that we hoped it would be, and our offense has been better than we could have ever dreamed. We had the second best record in baseball. We have the best run differential in baseball, and you can see our starters have the first best ERA. Our bullpen has the second best ERA. We are first in FIP, first in pitching WAR, second in strikeouts. We're second in defensive efficiency, seventh in zone rating, and then our offense is third in runs scored, second in on-base percentage. I mean, it's all been going great, and I don't think anything is going to stay here. I think our pitching staff is still going to be very good. We could end up with the best pitching staff in the American League. I think we do have the right pieces for that kind of pitching staff. There's no way our offense is going to maintain what they've done so far. We take a quick look at the batting stats. Ramon Laureano, only hitting .237, but has 7 home runs, 16 knocked in, putting up one more. Again, a lot of this is from their defense. Laureano, Pesce are all very good defensive players. Yu Chang is hitting .327. He's got 21 RBIs in 28 games. You can just tell. Look at some of the BABIPs. Chang is a BABIP of 433. Pesce's at 400. He's hitting 333. Shea Langley's got a 421. BABIP, 373 for Nick Gordon, 343 for Vogelbach. So some crazy high on BABIPs as well. But, the offense has been there. Mason Martin, 5 home runs, 18 RBIs in not limited playing time, but he's platooning. Tucupita Marcano, who, or is it Tusu or Tusupita? Tusupita? We'll go with Tusupita. We picked him up in the Rule 5. I moved him to the left because Taylor Trammell just was not hitting, and he's hitting .319. Kutch, someone had made a comment about Andrew Mccutchen in one of my last videos, and my statement was that his contact was concerning me, but if he could put up an on-base percentage of .340 or .350, I would be thrilled with that. Well, right now it's .385. Shea Langley is hitting really well as a backup. Nick Gordon's hitting really well. Daniel Vogelbach batting leadoff. He's putting up a .373 on base percentage. It's all going so well on the pitching side of things. Corbin Martin. The only bad news is that Corbin Martin's stamina dropped. It dropped to a 39, so we could have a very expensive reliever on our hands in a couple of years if that continues to drop. But Burns has been great. Luzardo's been great. Estes has been great. Gleason has been great. Jeffries has been really good. 10 strikeouts per walk for Dalton Jeffries. Our bullpen's been fantastic. The only one with an ERA over, we got Meyer and Goleman are the only two with ERAs over 4. We picked up Yuri Perez off the waiver wire because he's so young. 20 years old, 3 really good pitches, extreme fly ball, but 3 really good pitches, good stamina. I'm hoping there's some development left here. And so far, no runs in 5 1/3 innings. It's just been crazy. It's been crazy how good we have been this season. Player development, a lot of ups and downs, I guess. Luzardo, Josie, Jimenez, Jeffries all get better. Goleman gets a little worse. Gleason gets a tiny bit worse. Potential movement drops to a 62. JT Ginn gets a little worse, which is a little concerning given that he was supposed to be one of my studs, but he's not anymore. Estes gets a little worse. Burns gets better. Vaughn gets better. It's just been a great start to the season. Now, again, do I anticipate this lasting? I don't know, but we are going to start to sim through May, and we'll see how it goes. And again, guys, thank you for all the support on this Let's Play. Closing in on 900 subs now, about 10 away. Really want to get to that 4 digits, so I appreciate the support for this and all of my videos so far. So if you like what you're watching and you haven't already, please click subscribe, click like, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts, etc., etc., etc. Now let's start simming. We got 2 more games on the road against Cleveland. Wow, we got a long road trip. Cleveland, Atlanta, Toronto, and there's another win, 5-2. 2 for 3 RBIs for Laureano. Looks like Vaughn hit a home run. He's really been the only disappointing bat, but even he has picked it up as of late. Has that OPS up over 700 now. Burns goes 5. Picks up his 3rd win. Yeah, I'm concerned about that, but, you know, with the way things are going right now, I can't complain too much. An 8-0 loss. 4-1 loss. And a 8-4 loss. So that's our first 3-game losing streak of the year. And it comes just as you guys come back to watch things. So who do we call up? Adrian, they made him a starter. Okay. Let's call up... Let's give Beck Way a shot, and we'll make him another kind of power bullpen arm. You make him a reliever. Yeah, he goes up to a 76. Okay, cool. So, yeah, we've lost 3 in a row. We have lost 3 in a row, and now we're facing DeGrom. Let's see what happens here. Anderson, it looks like. And we lost Yuri Perez for 5 weeks. That's 4 losses in a row and 2 pitcher injuries. I think it might be you guys. I think it might be me pressing record. And that's causing the issues. So Sam Mole is up now, specialist. Yeah, that wasn't a good stretch. 8-0, 4-1, 8-4, 6-2. Now we get 3 against Toronto. I mean, we are still in first place, but that's really disappointing. All right, let's see how it goes. Can we snap this losing streak? We do with a 9-7 victory. We're 22-14 now. Angeles, 3 for 6. Laureano picks up a couple of hits. Marcano, Pache with 3 RBIs. Chang with a couple RBIs. Hits a home run. Corbin Burns gets his 4th victory of the season. Okay. All right. Game 2 against Toronto is another win. Okay, so we bounce back a little bit. Xavier Edwards is ready to come back, which is perfect timing. We could put Angeles on the DL, put Edwards. Pay attention. All right, so now I'm without both of them for 4 days. Do I have another second baseman? I guess we can call up Schumann in the meantime just to give us another bat. So Vogelbach, 3-run homer. Vogelbach with a 3-run homer. Laureano hits his 9th. Chang hits a home run on back-to-back days. Pache's up to 344. Gleason goes to 4-2. That ERA is a bit high, but a win's a win's a win. All right, final game of the series at Toronto. 9-4 loss. We're back at home against LA. Oof. So 3-6 this month. 3-7 now this month. And we are 2 games out of first place. So, all of that great stuff and all that stuff I was talking about how good things were going, and that's sort of gone by the wayside here as we are 3-7 in the month of May. 2 games behind LA. They've won 6 straight. Be nice to pick up a win here. Nope. That's 4 straight losses. I knew we weren't going to be able to maintain, but it's frustrating when it happens, right? Like, I knew that we weren't going to be able to keep up what we were doing, but when it starts to happen in real time, it still is frustrating. So we get swept by LA. We give up 7 runs in the 12th inning. Max Meyer gives up 7 runs in an inning and a third. Yeah, and all. Well, I mean, our ratings, our defensive efficiency has fallen apart. Our bullpen has dropped to 8th. I mean, everything else is still kind of where it was before, but our bullpen has hit a bump in the road. We've suffered a lot of injuries. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to change anything. I mean, we are still 23-19. That is 3-9, however, in our last 12 games. There's another back-to-back 17-inning losses. That's going to kill the bullpen, man. Can we stay over 500? Nope, we lose 3-1. Wow, this has fallen apart quickly. We were 20-10, guys. 20-10. So we are 3-11 in our last 14 games. 3-11. Make it 3-12. Estes gives up 6 and 5, or gives up 8 and 5 2/3. 3-12 in our last 15 games. We are now on an 8-game losing streak. We finally pick up a victory. We're 5 games out of first place. I don't know if that stops the bleeding, but yeah, that was brutal. Corbin Burns again, 5-0. That was a brutal stretch of baseball. Another win, 6-3. Again, not that it says anything beating a team that's 18-29, but we have rebounded here with back-to-back wins. Looks like Vaughn hit his 6th home run. Oh, no, Murphy and Vogelbach. Okay. Gleason goes 5. Can we sweep the series against Texas? That would be really nice given what we've been dealing with. Nope, we lose 5-2. Now we get 3 in Seattle. So we are now 5-15 in our last 20 games after going 10-20. So all of that stuff that we did in April is now toast. We are back to 500. We are now under 500. The wheels have come off of this Oakland Athletics train really, really quickly. We're still 5th in runs scored. Our starters ERA is back to 5th. Bullpen ERA is up to 5th. I want to see, what is our Pythagorean? We're underperforming our Pythag by 3 games. We still have one of the best run differentials in the American League. In fact, it's the third best behind Minnesota and LA. We're 0-6 in extra innings. So we're 6-12 in 1 inning and extra inning games. Okay. We got Kansas City coming up. They're no good, so hopefully we can get right there. And we're going to do what I normally do, which is sim through June offline, and then I'll come back and we'll do July online. We're going to go like 24-5 in June, and you guys are going to think I'm cheating. First game on the road against Kansas City. An 8-5 victory. The offense comes to play here a little bit. Laureano, Vaughn, Murphy, and Pache each have 2 hits. We get a home run from Chang. And Gleason picks up the win, even though he gives up 5 in 5 1/3. Game 2 against Kansas City is a 14-2 loss. Let's go. We're not just losing, we are getting trucked in a lot of these games too. Final game against the Royals. 4-3 wins. We take 2 out of 3 from Kansas City. Marcano has 3 hits. Nick Gordon has a couple hits. Luzardo goes 6. Becca Way picks up the win. So we get 3 versus Texas, followed by 1 against Washington to end the month. Be nice to go 3-1 here in the last 4. There's a 6-2 win. So we're back over 500. Mccutchen with a 3-run homer. Christian Pache with a 3-run homer. That provides provides all the offense. Estes goes 8 1/3. Game 2 now. That's 3 straight wins. That's a nice one. 10-2. Marcano 3 hits, 3 RBIs. Chang 3 hits, 3 RBIs. Chang hits his 7th. Vogelbach hits his 8th. Marcano hits his 4th. Burns goes to 6-0. Final game of the series against the Rangers. A 5-3 loss. So 1, 2, 3. We're 3-2 in our last 5. It'd be nice to win this one over Washington and go into July with a winning record. Otherwise, we're going to come out of July 10 games under 500. Let's see what happens here. Or out of May, 10 games under 500. Can we win? We do. We win 4-2. All right, so we're 30-28 coming out of the month of June. And I guess big picture, if you had told me that we'd be 30-28 on June 1st, I probably would have taken that. But that is a 10-18 month of May. Not good. Martin goes 3 for 4. Gordon has 3 hits. Martin with his 6th home run. Jeffries goes 7 shutout. Player development. Beckway gets worse, but I think that's because I made him a reliever. Yuri Perez gets worse. Oh, he is not going to be very good, so we may end up cutting bait there. Max Meyer has struggled as the closer, so that's something we may want to look at. Braylon Marquez, 27 strikeouts in 19 innings. Josie has been, wow, he's been real good. 46 strikeouts, 9 walks. He may become the closer. Gunnar Hoagland has been pretty good. Golemon his stuff has stepped back a little bit. Still 43 strikeouts and 6 walks. 35 innings. Gleason, Estes, Burns, Murphy, Langley all get better. Pache gets better. Contact, all get better. All right. Javi Baez, your batter of the month in the AL. Davison De Los Santos is your I wish he had developed like this in my Arizona save. Wow. Ohtani is the pitcher of the month in the AL. Frankie Montas in the NL. Kloffenstein, your rookie of the month in the AL, and De Los Santos, no surprise there. Frankie Montas pitching really well for St. Louis. All right. So we have no money. Our fan interest down to a 77. It was as high as an 82. Hoping we can keep that number around 70 over the course of the year. We're generating income. Oh, shoot. I guess it doesn't matter. So one of the things you guys had talked about, I put up the poll asking if I should change the ARB number back to 6 years and or increase ticket prices multiple times over the course of the year. And about 75% of you said that I should change the ARB years back to 6, so I'm going to do that. Only about 30% of you said that I should adjust ticket prices multiple times over the course of the year, so I'm not going to do that. We are going to move the ARB years back to 6, which doesn't change our finances for next season. All it does is push everybody's ARB number out a year. And unfortunately for me, it does make most of the players that we had signed to ARB this past season more expensive into next year. We don't gain that year of ARB back, so to speak. Like some of these guys should still be making $700K, but they're not. So that's, it is what it is. Nothing I can do to adjust that. But you can see our payroll jumps $25 million. So we are going to have to think about, we've got some decisions. Like, do we want to pay Taylor Trammell $3.4 million? Do we want to pay Sean Murphy $5 million? He's a great defensive catcher, which isn't as important in Out of the Park 23 as it was in 22. The offense isn't quite what it was last year. I mean, he still has some time to go. Laureano's another one. Like, he's having a good season, but can we afford $12 million? Jeffries having a good year, man. Having a good year. 11 walks, 50 strikeouts, but $3 million. Nick Gordon, 2.4. Golemon will bring back more than likely, but I mean, even him at $4.8 million. I'm just curious. Nothing great. A lot of 2.5 star. Yeah, 25-year-old's not really a prospect, guys. Yeah, that's a little disappointing, honestly. I mean, it is basing it off of his ratings this year as well, but I guess I was thinking if I could turn a second round draft pick into a, stud bat, it's something you got to consider. But all right, all right. So still 5th in runs scored. We're 4th in runs against. So we are, our I think our Pythag probably still has us a couple games under. We're 2 games below where we should be. We really should only be half a game behind the Angels right now if everything were even. Second best run differential, third best run differential, still 4th now, Toronto, in the American League. 1-6 in extra innings. That's what's doing it to us. If we were 3-3 there, we're now all of a sudden, I guess we couldn't be 3-3. If we were 4-3, all of a sudden we're 33-25, and things look a whole lot better. So I am going to sim now through June. I don't believe I'm going to make any deals. We'll see if anything comes up, though. And when I come back, it will be June 1st. Be right back. Hey, guys, we're back. It's July 1st, and I made a trade. I wasn't going to make a trade, but I ended up making a fairly substantial trade with the Detroit Tigers, and I'll show you that deal here in a second. You can see some of the names on the list. Tariq Skubal. As we look at development, Braylon Marquez, Dalton Jeffries, Reed Goleman continues to get worse. That's somewhat concerning. You know what? I'm just going to show you the deal because you can see all the players. So we ended up moving Sean Murphy, and the fans hated it. We lost like 10 points in our fan interest for making that deal, and our fan interest is now down to a 66, which sucks, but we're still playing over 500 baseball. So we made 2 trades. So we'll show you the big one first. Actually, I'll show you the little one first. No, I'll show you the big one first because it's right here. We traded Sean Murphy, Mason Martin, Sam Moll, and Yu Chang to the Detroit Tigers, getting Danny Jansen, Jose Miranda, Tariq Skubal, and Spencer Torkelson. Now, Murphy, contract dump, strictly a contract dump. $8 million this year, 10, 13, and 13. It's just with Langley, I had a catcher that could probably give us 80% for 10% of the cost. So it was a move I had to make. Mason Martin was showing a little bit of power this year, but that average was super low. He was never going to be anything more than a platoon guy. Sam Moll, just a 32-year-old reliever who arguably was having just an unbelievable season. Not arguably, he hadn't given up a run in 16 innings. So we took advantage of how he had pitched this season. And then Yu Chang was another one. We took advantage of the offense he had given us this year. He'd put up an 825 OPS, 1.8 WAR. So those are the 4 players we traded. In return, we get Danny Jansen, who is going to split time with Langley. He is a free agent at the end of this year. That contract's reasonable. I don't know if I want to pay him $6.5 million, but we'll see what happens as he splits time with Langley. We get Jose Miranda, who is a high contact, high gap power, pretty good home run bat. Can play all over the diamond. I have him playing at third base right now. He's ARB eligible. His ARB number goes up to 4.8, so that may be something we consider moving in the offseason. Tariq Skubal, low movement, but good stuff, good control, 5 good pitches, good stamina. Maybe he can find his way in Oakland. He's in the bullpen right now, but he could very well end up being a starter if we make another move. And then Spencer Torkelson hasn't developed as he is sort of in real life, but a 24-year-old first baseman with potential plus power was just something I couldn't pass up on. So yeah, that was the big deal that we made. Jansen, Miranda, Skubal, and Torkelson coming to Oakland for Murphy, Martin, Moll, and Chang. The other deal was a cash dump. We traded JT Ginn, Danny Jimenez, and Kyle Verbitsky to the Red Sox for a 24-year-old outfielder, Keir Meredith, who's good defensively and has got a ton of speed, and $3 million in cash. And we sent Taylor Trammell down to AAA because he wasn't hitting. $140 on the year, and called up Johan Camargo, who was another one of the minor league free agents we signed at the beginning of the season. So those are the deals that we made. We're 44 and 41 going into July. We were 14 and 13 in June. It was very up and down. You can see if you look at June. We had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a row. We won 10 out of 11 and then lost 4 out of 5 to finish the month. So just typical Oakland A's baseball, I guess. We're down to 9th in runs scored. So the season is progressing. Over the course of the year, it's progressing as I expected. We're pitching, we're not hitting. Second best starters ERA, 3rd in runs against, 9th in runs scored. We are not hitting. Our top 3 prospects are all, I would argue our top 4 prospects are all batters. Jonathan Munoz is still a ways away. Poisson, we moved up to Double-A. He's hitting pretty well there. Carlos Pacheco is still in international ball. And then our third baseman from last year, Liam Deegan. Contact hasn't improved yet, so he's staying in Double-A until it does. But he is putting up an 800 OPS, so maybe around the trade deadline or something we can move him up to AAA, let him bat there, and then he can be up next day. Oh, and we lost Kristen Pache for, initially it was a month, and now it's 7 weeks, so we'll get him back right around the end of July. That obviously hurt a ton. So that's kind of where we are, and it's time for international amateurs now. Let's look at all the great batters. Yep. Poland Holbeck. He's Venezuelan and Italian. Not something you see every day. Luis Orozco. I think I like Orozco just because he is a shortstop. Well, he may not be a shortstop. Might be a second baseman with those ratings. Might not even be a second baseman with those ratings. And he's definitely a first baseman. His nickname is Dumbo. He's 6'4", 215. Let's go after Holbeck. Let's just see what we can do there. Let's see if we can land him. So that's where we are. We're 6 games out of first place. We are in second. Maybe looking to turn over Jeffries here in the month of July. May also be looking to turn around and flip Jansen. Because, again, that $6.5 million is a lot. Maybe looking to turn around and flip Miranda. I don't know. I mean, Miranda's hit at every stop. 301 back in 2022. 296 in 2023. 316 this year. And we need bats in the lineup. So, we'll see. We're not going to do anything until we get up to the draft. So, let's get up to the draft. And is the All-Star game broken again? Yes, it is. For some reason, it puts the All-Star game here on the 21st. I got to remember to change that next season. But let's start simming. We got 3 games at Houston. Now, we're off on the first. Okay. So we play on the second at Houston. It's an 8-1 loss. Okay, so Holbeck. So we lose to Houston, and we lose Holbeck to Houston. So let's try Orozco. Let's just offer him the full 5. Go back to the schedule. See how we do here in Game 2 against the Astros. Another loss. And Houston again. So we won 8 in a row, 10 out of 11. And what? How? Holbeck ended up signing with Texas. Damn. Okay. What other options do we have? Cesar Mendiola is not terrible. Looks like a decent shortstop. Maybe not. Maybe third baseman. Sebastian Sarabia, pretty good outfield. I think what does OSA think? Just out of curiosity. Okay. Yeah, let's take a run at Sarabia, I guess. I mean, we got the money. We may as well. Let's offer him 4. So we won this game 2-0. Torkelson and Marcano with RBIs. Jeffries goes 6 shutout. Okay. At home against Seattle. Let's see if we can get our center fielder. We win 2. So back-to-back 2-0 shutouts. Buelvas 3 for 4 with an RBI. Gordon with an RBI. Miranda's hitting a $158 for us. Luzardo pitches 6 1/3 shutout innings. All right, nothing doing there yet. Game 2 against Seattle. It's another win, so we win 5-4. Marcano with another good game, 3 for 4, 3 RBIs. Miranda hits his first home run for us. Torkelson at a .062 so far. Estes goes 4 2/3. Josie gets the win. Skubal picks up the save. I got to get him out there some more. What can I do with Skubal? Let's try him in a stopper role. Let's see how he does. Let's see how he does as a high leverage reliever. The movement's not going to hurt quite as much in Oakland as it will on the road. So we'll see how that works. Did we sign that center fielder? We have not yet. Okay. All right. So we've won 3 in a row. Can we make it 4 in a row? No, we lose 3-2. Okay, so we signed Sebastian Sarabia. Sarabia, I guess we'll go with. Not elite this year by any means, but potentially a very good center fielder, good speed. The bat is good enough. Let's just get up to the next day now since... I guess let's get up to the draft. Yeah, let's get up to the draft. Rehab assignment. I think that is Yuri Perez. And we're just going to go ahead and waive Yuri because he dropped to 2 stars. That'll send him back to his other team. Oh, we get Pache back in 2 weeks. We got the draft coming up. So we're hanging around. I mean, we have the wild card right now. We have the wild card at the moment. We got a double header today. So let's just sim the day. See how the doubleheader goes, and then we'll get to the draft. We win 1, lose 1. So we lose 8-5 in the first game. Stop it. Okay, we'll do it this way. So that's 8-5 in the first game of the doubleheader. We give up 6 in the 6th. Golemon blows it, Skubal. So my 2 stoppers don't get it done. Then we come back and win in game 2. Jeffries blows the save but gets the win. Marcano hits a home run. Miranda's at 219. All right. So it is draft time. And we're going to be picking... Where are we picking? I don't know where we're picking. 10th. OSA thinks we are going to take Hogan. Whoa, Stallings. That is a power bat, man. I mean, if he's there, I'd be hard-pressed not to take him. All right, so let's see how this draft goes. I guess we'll just auto-pick. So there are a couple of good pitchers still in here. All right, so the draft log. Devin Obie went first. Michael Braswell went number 2. Cody Schreier went number 3. Chase Mason. Wow, there's a lot of talent in this draft. Peyton Green, Pendergrast. Holy crap. Okay. And then there's Stallings going at 8. Luke Hoskins at 9. So now it is our pick. So a couple of good pitchers still there. Drew Christo and Evan Lewis. Evan Lewis is really good. He might be the pick. Let's see what we got for... Wow, this is a exceptionally talented draft. Bryce Rayner. Low work ethic I'm not crazy about. Derek Curiel. Vastine, a second baseman with those ratings. Wow, there is a ton of talent in this draft. I really like Evan Lewis. Low work ethic, though. I think that's enough to make me say, but there's... This is when I wish I was doing this live. And I know I say this in every single draft, but High school pitcher. The stamina's not. So low stamina, low work ethic. All right. So we're going to go back to the batters. And I think it's Vastine. I think it's Vastine. As a second baseman, more than likely. Rather than a shortstop with those ratings. Out of Vanderbilt. Curiel is... Curiel, 19-year-old center fielder, can already play center field. Having him and Pache in the outfield together, oh, man. Decent enough speed, low leader. Rainier, probably the best bat of the bunch, but I got to factor in cost. He wants slot. What is slot? 7.2. So he wants 7.2. Vastine wanted 7, so slightly below slot. He wants slightly below slot, and then Rainier wants 8.5. So I think Vastine is the pick. He wants slightly below slot, and he's a little bit further along, and could potentially be our starting. Yeah, I think we go Vastine with the pick. Who does OSA think we should take? They think we should take Rainier, who, again, wants higher than slot, which, I mean, the low work ethic is concerning. I think we go Vastine, who probably has a little bit lower ceiling, but a higher floor. All right. So are either of those pitchers still left? No, I didn't think they would be. Isaac Aon, 2-pitch pitcher. Gavin Pringle isn't bad. He wants $2 million, but again, another pitcher with kind of that high floor, low ceiling. Right now, that's my pick as of this second. Aiden Harris. If he's there next round, I might take him. Andre Madugno. Low work ethic, but a ton of power. Kind of like Madugno. Who do they think we should take? Andrew Taylor. I think we're going to take Madugno. I like that power. All right. Now who do they think we should take? Zachary Murray, starting pitcher. Yeah, so most of the starters have gone, which, I mean, is okay. We've got a lot of talented pitchers in our system, so I'm not against making this a batter-heavy draft, and then maybe we can go back and find a pitchers with high pitch potential or something like that. Zachary Hopper, 18 years old. Yeah, I like Zachary Hopper. Ooh, Trelongo, though. Another second baseman. He's 19. Yep, we're going to go with the 19. We're going to go with Hogg. He wants 1.5. Okay, we're going to take Hopper because he wants slot. And that's something we need to factor in here. All right. Let's look at all players. See if there are any. No true two-way players in this one, and that's fine. All right, so let's start looking at individual pitch potential. So we got Jackson Wiggins. 3 good pitches. The controls kind of meh. Jake Faraday, same deal. Jackson Finley, no. Camerata. I mean, he's pretty well developed, maximum development already, but killer curveball. Again, looking for like an 18 or 19-year-old. Zach Bennett? I might take a shot at Zach Bennett. If the movement or control spikes, he could be a pretty decent pitcher. Very easy to sign him, so that should be easy. Well, it should be really easy, according to what it says. Dylan Janik. No, all right. Let's look at fielding ratings. See if there's catcher out there. And again, catcher ability doesn't have the same impact as it did in previous seasons, but I like to always bring in a catcher if I can. You can never have too many quality catchers in your organization. Xavier Rivera. There you go. Good defensively, has enough hitting potential with the bat. Infield range. Any really good outfielders? Mario Zabala. Elite defensively, can't really hit. Xavier Bussey's 24. No. Yeah, it was a top heavy draft. That first round was super skilled. I am not enthralled here by really anything. Bryce Clavin. Sure, he looks okay. Let's go back to individual pitch potentials, I guess. Jamar Fayweather. Yep, he looks developed enough as a starter. Get some of that depth in the minor leagues, I guess. Luke Barrow as a reliever. Sure. No. 10 control isn't going to cut it. I'll take Bobby Christie. And my whole point behind this is just hoping that some of these late round or, some of these high pitch potential pitchers, they catch the take Dylan Janik. They catch the the random talent bump and they turn into something. And that's going to do it. I've done 12 rounds. We'll let the AI finish. Excuse me. Let's negotiate. Sorry about that. All right, we're back. So we have to offer to Vastine. It's hard. I'm just going to offer him his bonus or his demand. Same thing with Madugno. Hopper. We'll offer him $650, I guess. Save $100K, and then I'm fine offering Bennett $80,000. All right. So we'll just let the AI set up the minor leagues. Yuck. We got a lot of players here that didn't develop last year, but that's okay. We can enable AI. Ugh, yeah, this one hurts, guys. Our top pick is now down to 2 stars. I don't know that he's going to develop any further. Dakota Jordan is down to 1.5 stars. Yeah, first. I mean, to be fair, we did change scouts, so it's not really a surprise. But all right. Let's sim, another week? Let's sim up to here. Let's sim up to the end of the Texas series, and then we'll think about making a deal. (6-2) loss. 5-3 victory. Okay, so Hopper's not satisfied, so that's fine. We can just offer him I'm going to meet his demand. I don't really care. It's $100,000. All right, so we win 5-3 here. 2 hits, 2 RBIs for Torkelson, his first home run with us. Miranda's still only hitting .220. Burns goes to 9-2 on the season. Final game at Texas is a 5-4 loss. All right. The issue is that we are still in the playoff hunt. So I don't want to be trading all of our best players, but we are still in the hunt. And I don't even know that any of our players are really going to draw any attention. I mean, there's some decent names on here for Dalton Jeffries, but I mean, is this this feels like a lateral move given that he's going to ask for 1.5 next year. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know that making a deal right now is the right decision. Maybe it's something we deal with in the offseason. Can we pick up... Can we pick up a bullpen arm? Is anybody willing to eat the entirety of somebody's contract? Is a bullpen arm going to push us over the top? I don't know. Can we pick up a Kyle Finnegan if Arizona retains? Sure. For a 20-year-old Aravalo. Yeah, I mean, that works. It gets us another bullpen arm here as we get closer to the trade deadline. Acton's been good. Marquez has not been good. I think we send Beck way back down again. And we will call up Kyle Finnegan, who hasn't been particularly good, but at least he's a veteran with some experience. The issue is I think we need more offense, but good, Edwards is hurt. Which is fine. We'll just call up Angeles when we get the official word. I mean, Judd Fabian is hitting. He's hitting in AAA too. I mean, is he a potential option for us in the outfield? I mean, Mccutchen is still at a .350 on base percentage, so I can't really complain. I have to keep Buelvis up because I don't have another center fielder. Let's give it a couple of days. We got 3 games set in Seattle. 3 out of 4 now we've lost. 4 out of 5 now we've lost. We're back to 500. Christian Pache's injury is now unclear. Okay. Call up Angeles. Put him in the lineup at second. Do we still have... We can't possibly still be in the wild card lead, can we? No, we're a game and a half out. All right. Let's see how the rest of the series goes against Seattle. We win there 4-1. Buelvis, a couple of hits. Miranda, a couple of hits. So none of our trade deadline acquisitions are hitting. Miranda's at 228. Torkelson's at 125. Jansen's at 100. Skubal at least is pitching okay. Game 1 at home against Texas. 6-4 win. 2 in the bottom of the 9th and a walk-off home run by Shea Langelier with a 2-run walk-off home run. Miranda his. There we go. Torkelson has 3 hits. Miranda drives in 3. That works. Okay. See how the rest of the series goes against Texas. 11. Nick Allen is ready to go. Let's put him on a rehab assignment. That's huge. Danny Jansen is now hurt. Torkelson with 2 RBIs. Jansen has 3 hits, his best game as a member of the A's, and then gets hurt. Kutch has 2 hits, scores 3 runs. Estes picks up the win. Game 3 against Texas. 9-5 loss. And the final game of the series against the Rangers. So we're 52 and 51. We are a half game out of the wild card. All-Star game rosters. Who made the All-Star team for us? Corbin Burns. No surprise there. Jacob Josie made the All-Star team. Jose Miranda made the All-Star team. And Ramon Laureano. So we had 4 All-Stars. Jansen's day-to-day for a day. Okay, so he is fine. Okay, so we're back down to 62. Back down to 62. The season started, we were over 80. We are in the wild card hunt, and fans are not interested. Poisson is still hitting in Double-A. He might be up next season. Anybody? Okay, so Miranda's starting to hit. Vaughn is not really hitting. Can we get anything for Andrew Vaughn? I mean, we just moved Torkelson in there and send Vaughn out. Hayden Wisniewski. Meh. Creedler. No. Yeah, no one's interested. Looks like it might be a quiet deadline for us unless Miranda has some interest around the league. It looks like there's a little bit of interest in him. I mean, again, nothing that is... I mean, there are some names in here that we weren't getting previously. I mean, Sprinkle's not. He's 26, though. I mean, do I really want to trade a 25-year-old for a 26-year-old in a rebuild? I mean, that's kind of what I'm dealing with here. Supak, Adam Lucas, out with Tommy John. Yeah, not really anything here that stands out to me as a must-have. Jonah Bride, no. All right. Maybe this is our team. Maybe this is our team to get us to the postseason. Let's see how the series against Toronto goes. 6-4 win. So we get 3 RBIs from Torkelson as he homers again. And we should get Pache and Allen back, which is going to help the defense a ton. Game 2 against Toronto. I'll call Allen up August 1st. Another win. Pache's ready to come back as well. That one's huge. So Buelvas can go down to AAA. We can get Pache back in the lineup. Yeah, when we get Allen back, Gordon goes to the bench. How's he doing? 1 for 11. Yeah, he's never going to hit much, but he's a great defender. So, schedule. All right, so we've won 2 in a row. Can we sweep the series against Toronto? That would be nice. At home? We do. We win 7-1. So we're 55 and 51, tied with the Blue Jays now. Miranda, 2 hits, 3 RBIs. It's 14 RBIs for us in 23 games. So average is creeping up. 2 hits, 2 RBIs for Marcano. Langley goes 4 for 4. Pache goes 0 for 3 in his first game back. Estes, 6 1/3, 1 earned run. We got 4 at Minnesota. 4-3 loss. Oh, wow. 16-0 victory. Laureano 3 for 6, 4 RBIs. Vaughn 3 for 5. Miranda 3 for 5. Torkelson 4 for 4 with 8 RBIs. Spencer Torkelson with a pair of 3-run home runs. Well, that already makes the trade worth it. I don't care what else he does. 4 for 4 with 8 RBIs. Let's get a scouting report just to make sure we are highly scouted on him. I will take that. Miranda's got that average up to 278. Okay, all right, so it's starting to come around. Gleason, the beneficiary, 5 1/3, strikes out 9. Wow. All right. Game number 3 in Minnesota. And we lose 7 to 8. 8 to 7 in 12. Who got the loss? Hoagland gets the loss. Skubal has struggled with us. I think we need to take him out of that stopper role. That's not working, so we'll put him in as a middle reliever. Finnegan's pitched well for us so far. 7 innings, 11 strikeouts. Josie needs to pitch more. He needs to pitch more. He's been our best reliever this year. He needs to pitch more. All right, so third game of the series against Minnesota. Can we get the sweep, or the split, rather? We do. Okay, so that's good. Split on the road in Minnesota is huge. Down 4-0, 2 in the 7th, 3 in the top of the 9th to come out with the victory. Angeles, 3 hits. Torkelson hits another home run. Miranda hits a home run. Burns goes 5. Gives up 1 earned run. Marquez picks up the win. Meyer gets the save. All right, so where are we now? We in the wild card lead? We are. We're a half game up on. We're tied with Houston. Oh no, we're a half game up on Houston and a game up on Toronto. I don't think there are any more deals that I want to make, but I guess we'll take a look. Gallegos is with Milwaukee. He's making 10.5. I can't afford that. I mean, I don't even know, like, what... I mean, God, I would love Ketel Marte, but... I mean, if I'm able to pick up... Like, they would have to retain, like, the entirety of it. Why can they not retain? I'm confused. Is it because somebody else is retaining it already? No, I don't know. All right, so we can't have Ketel Marte. Get Matt Chapman from Toronto. He's making $18 million. Yasmani Grandal, Brandon. Yeah, I don't know. There's nothing really here. Lourdes Gurriel, maybe, with Miami. Can they retain? Bianti, Bitanti, Pineda, and Poisson. None of those players I'm prepared to give up. But there might be something we can do here at a lower level, and then we just sort of make it work. You know, you get a bat like that in your minor league or in your system, and you just sort of make it work. So let's disable AI promotion there. Alex Vera. Done. Alex Vera, Jose Gonzalez for Lourdes Gurriel, and they retain it all. That works for me. We pick up another bat. I think it's time. So let's Gordon. He's going to have to be DFA'd, which is fine. I don't think anyone's going to take him. Allen will come up. Let's get him in the lineup immediately at short. Get him in the lineup immediately at short. Camargo will move up. I think Camargo may be the... Hang on just a second, guys. Sorry, I'm out of the office today, and I still have employees bothering me for things, so I have to tell them to leave me alone. All right, so Camargo, Camargo is going to get DFA'd, and we will bring up Lourdes Gurriel, and he will bat I'm going to move him up in the lineup, but he's going to play. He's going to start and play left field against lefties. He'll bat 6th. And Marcano is hitting well enough that I don't think I want to take him out of the lineup. Although, do I? 288, 352, 424. Gurriel is not as good a defender. But that bat, yeah, Gurriel is going to come in and play left field as well. So we will have him in there against lefties and righties. So let's finish up the month. 2 games at home against LA. First one is a 3-2 loss. Atlanta claimed Camargo. That is fine, I suppose. And the final game of the month. We are 57-54. Can we come out of it 4 games over 500? We do, with a 4-0 victory over the Angels on the 31st. Angelis 2 hits. Laureano 2 hits, 2 RBIs. Jansen playing DH today has 2 hits and 2 RBIs. Jeffries picks up his 7th win of the year. And we finished the month of August 58-54, 9 games behind Los Angeles. We are a game up in the wild card. So this may be the first year that the next episode is the month of September. That may be pretty cool. All right, so let's take a quick look at the team, how it breaks down, and we'll call it an episode. So Miranda, most of that comes from the other team. He's starting to hit a little bit, 257, 304, 419 with us. Hit really well with Detroit. Laureano's having himself a great season. Pache's back. He's not hitting, but playing good defense. Andrew Vaughn, 26 doubles. Average is climbing, 241, 339, 424. 763 OPS, I'll take it. Vogelbach, 796 OPS, even though he's only hitting 208. That is fine. Marcano, 7 home runs. We just talked about him. He's playing well. Mccutchen, 356 on base percentage, 816 OPS for Kutch out of the leadoff spot. Jansen is not really hitting with us, but backup catcher role is fine. Angeles, not really hitting, but he's also not supposed to be up. Langley, doing a nice job. Now is our starter. Nick Allen 0 for his first 5 with a couple of walks. Lourdes Gurriel hasn't played a game yet, and Torkelson is doing pretty well for us. 244, 341, 462, 18 RBIs in 24 games. If he can hit like that for us, I will take it. Hopefully, he still has some growth. He's only 24, so there is still some room for growth here, so I'm optimistic. On the pitching side, things look really, really good. Corbin Burns is everything we hoped he would be. 2.7 WAR so far. His WAR is going to be, his stamina is down to a 38, so that's continuing to drop. I have a feeling he's going to be a reliever probably by year 3 of this, so we'll see if we can get a couple of years out of him. Joey Estes having a really nice rookie campaign, 3.95 FIP. Golemon is going to start to get expensive next year. That ARB number's up over 4. Gleason is having an okay rookie season. Maybe expected a little bit more out of him, but is striking out 11.5 per 9. Jacob Josie having a really good rookie year. Jeffries, his ARB number's 2.4, which is more than reasonable given what we're getting out of him. More than reasonable. Max Meyer is settled into the closer role. It looks like he's pitched a whole lot better lately. Yeah, he's been dominant the last 2 months. 26 and 2/3 innings. He's given up 3 earned runs. So he's been dominant the last couple of months. Hogland's been pretty good. Finnegan's been good for us. 1 run and 8 1/3. Skubal not so much. But we'll continue to let him get some reps out of the bullpen. Luzardo's been fine. The FIP is a lot higher than the ERA+. The only pitcher who's really been below average is Marquez, and that stuff and that control in those 2 pitches, I can't give up on him. I mean, he's walking just a crap ton. He's walking 9.4 per 9, but striking out a ton of batters. I have to hope that the stuff in the movement will cause the number of hits to drop, the number of home runs to drop, which will improve everything. From a prospect perspective, Poisson is still hitting in AAA. He will likely be up next season. That'll let us move Allen back to second. The other two guys are international guys. Deegan, the contact's up to a 33. Yeah, he's 804 OPS. I think we can move him to AAA at this point. Where is our... There's Vastine. We will disable AI promotion and put him in A-ball for now, given that he's 21. Betanti was our top pick a year ago. He's hitting as well, so we can call him up. I mean, at 18, we'll see how he does. I have a feeling he'll struggle in A-ball as an 18-year-old. If he does, we can send him down. It's not the end of the world. Zach Bennett. Let's do this. We're going to put Bennett up here, and we'll lock. And he's only 2 stars, but it doesn't make any sense having him in rookie ball at all. All right, so that is going to do it. We are 58 and 54, firmly in the playoff hunt. I will sim August offline. We'll see where we stand, and hopefully next episode will be September 1st and not the end of the season. As always, guys, I appreciate the support. Thank you again. Click the subscribe button if you're enjoying it. Click the like button. I'll talk to everybody soon. Bye-bye.